Budgets are tightening up and deals are stalling everywhere. Times like this separate elite salespeople from order takers. Here are 10 simple tips to help you close more in today's economy. Number 1, target ultimate decision makers to start and avoid low-level managers who can't make a decision. It's what's known as the economic buyer. They can say yes when everyone else says no, and they can say no but everyone else says yes. For instance, if there is a budget of $150,000 for their sales tech stack each year, they can easily pull funds from another budget or completely eliminate budget if they wanted to. Yes, it's hard to book meetings with and it requires a certain level of acumen, but when you get executive sponsorship up front, it's like rocket fuel for your sales cycle. Most reps book meetings with technical buyers. These are ones who can influence the decision. They may be the one who evaluates it, but they are not the final decision maker. They can say no to you, but they can't say yes. They often act like the economic buyers by saying stuff like, it's my decision, I just need to run to buy X real quick. Average reps book meetings with these low-level decision makers. Elite reps book only with ultimate decision makers, aka the economic buyer. Number 2, uncover the clear cost of inaction and get to level 10 pain. Surface level pain is not enough to drive urgency. Level 1 pain leads to status quo. It's like a tiny scratch on your arm. Would you go to the hospital for that? No way. Level 10 pain drives action. This is like a deep laceration that's gushing blood. You know the longer you wait, the worse it'll get. You move rapidly to solve this. This is a level of pain you must get your prospects to. And you can only get to level 10 by mastering the art of asking questions and diving deep. When things are uncertain, ultimate decision makers, economic buyers do not want to pull the trigger. They do not want to take action. So that's why if you're at a level 1, level 2, level 3 level pain, they are not going to move. Only by getting to level 10 pain are they going to take action because it means survival and thriving in the recession. Number 3, ensure it's crystal clear how your solution will help them remove the cost of inaction, minimize or reduce opportunity costs, and will help them achieve their business objectives by illustrating clear business impact. Think, how can I transform their business with my solution? If you're not clear with it, they definitely will not be clear with it either. This is just between a nice to have versus a must have. The way you want to picture it, imagine they're at a current state right here and there's their desired state right here. The bigger the gap of this opportunity cost and cost of inaction, the more likely they are to take action. But the reality is you must show how your solution can help them go from their current state to their desired state. So diving deep is absolutely critical. This creates that nice to have and turns it into a must have. Number 4, multi-thread early and often with all buying influences. Uncover exactly what their problems are, their cost of inaction, their opportunity costs, etc. Each person has their own perceptions about these things. And every major deal I've lost was due to me not involving the right players to get the right information. Involving the right players too late will stall your deal or cost you it. Number 5, proactively eliminate objections in your sales process. Deals get stalled and are lost because of the same 3 to 5 things 99% of the time. Uncover exactly why deals are getting stalled out or lost and build it into your process proactively to combat those future objections. This can be from how you qualify, your discovery phase, demo, etc. For example, if you need to build a business case before you even show your solution, the mistake some people make is they start going over pricing and they haven't even built a business case. The reality is when you build a business case, they can see the value far exceeds the actual price. But if you just dangle the price up front and say it's going to be a $100,000 investment, but there's no context around it, suddenly $100,000 is much too expensive. However, if they understand that the business impact is going to be potentially $2 to $3 million in lost opportunity and hard and soft costs, suddenly in order to invest $100,000 to gain $2 to $3 million is nominal and very small in comparison to the overall large amount of revenue you can generate because of that. And when you understand that, then you'll focus on your sales process up front to ensure you're building that much value up front before you get to actual pricing and you're actually proactively dealing with that objection before it even comes up. Number 6, study your competition. Uncover exactly what their sales approach and process is. Go through their lead magnet downloads, read review sites, learn why closed lost deals get lost to the competition. When you can anticipate their moves, their sales process, etc., you can start counteracting them in your sales process. Number 7, uncover all your options and deal flexibility up front. That means getting with your internal teams and know what card you have to play when it comes time to negotiate. This can be from pricing, terms, conditions, length of agreement, extra services, whatever. It doesn't mean you need to use them all, but you don't want to walk into an opportunity without knowing what tools you have at your disposal. This is like walking into a game and having multiple plays in your back pocket that you know you can leverage. And when times are tough, when you know the market's uncertain and you may need somebody to kind of push them over the edge, you know what tools you have at your disposal. The worst thing you can do is not know what those are, so you try to pull them out at the last minute, which makes you look desperate, can cost you the deal. Number 8, ask the tough questions. Surface level questions at all stages of the deal leads to surface level answers. Most won't like this, but this is true. You are not paid to make friends. You are paid to solve problems. This means asking a tough question to get clarity. So for example, let's say if you get an inbound lead and it's a technical buyer you're meeting with, and you're diving into how they make decisions, their decision criteria, and you're asking them, who's involved in making a decision for XYZ, whatever you solve. They might give you an answer like, oh, it's pretty much me. I got to talk to a couple internal people. I might talk to the CFO as well, but it's pretty much my decision. The average rep says, cool, that sounds good, and then they move on. The elite rep knows to dive in deeper. They'll ask questions like, hey, tell me a little more about that. Who's all part of that process? Who exactly is a CFO? Who is a CEO? What's their decision criteria? What's most important for them? If this problem is not solved for them, how will it impact them? Why is this important to them? Etc., etc., etc. Those are not easy questions to ask. But when you ask those questions up front, you get clarity. This helps you either qualify or disqualify the opportunity as fast as possible, which allows you to spend more time on the actual qualified opportunities. Number 9, review your sales calls. Uncover exactly what you're missing and fix it. Majority of deals are lost after the first call. Most just don't even realize it. They just have happy ears about the deals, and ultimately, happy ears will not pay the bills. If you can uncover the gaps in your sales process, then you can fix it. And here's a really simple hint. If you have less than a 30% close ratio from discovery to close, I can guarantee you probably have gaps in your sales process. Number 10, be skeptical about every deal in your pipeline. Having a healthy level of anxiety about each opportunity, because this forces you to analyze each opportunity to see if it is actually likely to happen. Then you're more likely to take action to drive the win rate up. Being overconfident in your pipeline will lead to inaction and having you sit back. When you have that healthy level of anxiety, this forces you to take action, to start preparing and doing different things to either move the deals forward or to drive you to do different behaviors, such as prospect more, to reach out, to do more cold outreach, to build the pipeline up even more, so you don't have to worry as much about some of those deals that you're not as excited about. So there you have it, 10 very simple tips to help you sell in a tough economy. And yes, you're absolutely right, it is tough to sell right now, but when you can master selling in a tough economy, you can sell in any economy. Now, if you enjoyed this short video, make sure to drop a like and comment below your favorite tip. And to get more specific help and details on exactly how to execute these 10 tips, I covered all in way more detail in my Wall Street Journal best-selling book right here. If you haven't grabbed a copy yet, make sure you grab a copy below.